All is Martia Ramsey. Welcome back to A Dose of Healing. I hope all is well and your energy is flowing. Okay. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Yes. I'm wishing all of you a prosperous year. It's the year of 8. That means 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 equals 8. So you know the money flowing in for us this year. All right. So today I want to speak about the importance of not looking back, moving forward. And in some cases, yeah, you may have to look back, but we talking about in majority of the time, you don't need to look back, because in the Bible, when Lot's wife looked back, she was turned into a pillar of salt. So Lot's wife and their 2 daughters were told to leave the city before destruction by God occurs, right? So as they were attempted to leave, Lot's wife disobeyed the angels by looking back, and then she was changed to a pillar of salt. So to me, what a pillar of salt is in today's world is you being met with defeat. Your blessings being blocked just because you went back to this person who meant you no good. For example, I was in a relationship and my relationship ended in the summer. And at one point, I was tempted to go back, but I had to remember my worth. I had to remember what I deserve. And I feel like a lot of the times we get caught up in what we had with someone. So we think that going back may make it better, when in reality, going back may turn you to that pillar of salt. It may, mess up your finances. It may make you lose your home. Not literally, but things may happen because you lose focus, and that person could be something like a bad entity attached to you that, kind of reject your blessings to you, block your blessings. So it's like understanding that you have to look forward. When God told me, like, you know what, you deserve better, don't look back, I'm like, bet. And then ironically, I heard about the story with the pillar of salt and Lot's wife. And so knowing about the story, I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to be a pillar of salt. I've came too far not to just come this far. And it's like, is a relationship with someone who showed you that it wasn't that worth it? Is it worth it when somebody disrespected you or didn't value you or tried to play you like you was just normal? No, it's not. So in my head, looking back to me is self-harm. Looking back to me is turning into a pillar of salt. Looking back to me is disrespecting myself and negotiating my non-negotiables that I said were non-negotiable. So when you get to a place where you like, okay, well, you did what I told you not to do, and now I'm negotiating my worth at this point. And it's like you have to go within yourself and pray to God or whoever you believe in and just be like, am I supposed to go back? Or is it my ego that wants to feel wanted or, feel like, oh yeah, nah, he can't get over me. Yeah, this a forever thing. Is it my ego? Because it's like, if I take my ego out of it and I'm just like, no, it's time to move forward because this is no longer serving you. It's like learning how to detach unless you want to become a pillar of salt. So before I continue this message, y'all go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Share this message if you feel like somebody else could relate. If you feel like, man, my friend might be turning to a pillar of salt, send it their way, okay? So we can save them today. But all jokes aside, I feel like my last relationship taught me to choose me. My last relationship taught me to not focus so much on the other person to where I forget to check in with me. I remember telling him, like, here I am trying to make sure that I check every box that you got. And I didn't even ask myself, if you check any of my boxes, if you the one for me. But here I am trying to be the one for you, not even asking myself if you the one for me, if you deserve me. And it's like I was trying to put more into the relationship so I could be like, hey, just see me. Just see me. I just want one successful relationship. And I think that's what I was fighting for. But it's like, what's gonna happen if the relationship don't last? You ain't gonna die. You know, life goes on. Just like you got over everybody else, you're gonna get over them too. And I can successfully say, hey, yes, I'm over it. Over the relationship, over the person. But it took time, it took healing, and it took me to make the decision to no longer look back. Because guess what? It was like, you look back, you gonna lose everything if you look back. That's how you gotta look at stuff. At some point, you have to decide to continue to move forward, even if your body, your heart want to go back. You have to, because it's like, if you go back, is it worth losing the books, the dream car, the houses, the businesses, the friendship, just is it worth it? Is it worth losing you because you was over here trying to get somebody who's to see you that don't even see themselves? And I know I'm getting deep, but I just want to be very transparent. And I'm a very private person, but it is what it is. My relationship didn't work. It is what it is. I've learned that I deserve what I truly desire. And that person, I tried to make them into what I desired, because it was just like, okay, well, let's just try to figure this out. Let's just, it gotta work. Knowing that it wasn't gonna work. We tried. Yeah, the love was real, all of that, but it didn't work because it wasn't meant to work. It was meant to work for as long as it did. And a lot of the times when it's time for us to flee the city, when it's time for us to flee the relationship, we stay there until the destruction comes. And then we get caught up in that and get turned into pillars of salt to where we got to start all over again. We got to find somewhere to live. Oh, this person that got you evicted, or this person done made you clean out your bank account, whatever the case may be. Now, that wasn't my case. I'm just saying, I'm giving examples so you can find resonance within the story. So it's about listening to when God tell you this friendship is no longer for you. This relationship is no longer for you. Because it's like, if you don't listen, then guess what? All of a sudden, that friend betray you. And guess what you say? I knew I couldn't trust them. I knew it. But let's say you thought that you could trust somebody and they cheat on you, or they betray you, or whatever the case may be, and you never felt like they would do that. They're just showing you who they are at the end of the day. Be grateful that you're not married with kids by this person. So from my situation, that's what I can be grateful for, that I'm not married with kids with that person when they decided to step outside of a relationship and cheat. I'm not with that person no more. And I at some point, if I'm being like honest with you, at some point I considered it. I tried to convince myself that, well, then I'm going to keep starting over. And that was just like my body, my morals, my faith wouldn't allow me to continue with the relationship. It was like we kept arguing. Shit just kept going wrong. And it's like, Martia, you don't supposed to be in this motherfucking relationship. He don't even deserve you because he went against your non-negotiable. Cheating is your non-negotiable. And if he went against your non-negotiable, then it's non-negotiable. Why are you negotiating something that is non-negotiable? Because you want something to work. And it's like, but it's not working. So if something isn't working, you have to leave that shit alone and move forward so that you can attract something that is going to work for you. So it's like, during these past months, I've learned detachment. I learned not to force things, because at some point it was like I wanted him to see me. I was so focused on checking out his boxes that I didn't see if he checked mine. And then they come to realize, like, damn, nigga, you ain't even my type. Because I wanted something. So I'm thinking that, okay, well, maybe if I date something that's not my usual type. Maybe it'll work because maybe I'm looking in all the wrong places, but I understand that I was lack-minded because I realized that I deserve what I truly desire. Instead of going for that, let's say Toyota Camry, because that's what's available, that's what I could afford right now, that is right here. Why can't I go for the Bentley and figure out how to afford it? You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, no longer just taking what the fuck is right here. Oh yeah, it's a Camry, it's good on mileage, da da da. Baby, I want the Bentley truck. Yes, it's high maintenance, all that. But baby, I'm high maintenance. I deserve it. So it's like knowing what you deserve and getting what you deserve and what you desire instead of settling for what the hell is available. Not going back and getting turned into a pillar of salt and destroying everything that you have built just because you want to make this person see you. You want to feed your ego and be like, yeah, let me show you that he could never get over me. Baby, I don't give a goddamn it fuck. Okay? It's like at some point, you got to choose you and be okay with leaving everybody behind you. Knowing that God will put people on your path that are really for you and that won't keep playing with you. So I feel like my season of people playing with me has ended. That 10-year cycle has finally ended. From 21, let's say 20. Yeah, probably before that. It was a lot of years. To 30, 31 and a half. As of 2024, I'm not, it's not no New Year's resolution. It's just, I started in 2023 at the end of the year where I'm like, I'm done settling. I'm done just, oh yeah, well, we gonna figure this out because I love you and you love me. Not when you done, disrespecting my non-negotiables, when you done disrespecting my boundaries and you still trying to make it seem like you are a good person. You might be a cool person, but a good person, it's a stretch. And I had to learn forgiveness because it's like sometimes you can look back and turn into a pillar of salt because you want your revenge. But the best revenge is looking forward and never looking back. So it's like now motherfucker can't even talk to me. Yeah, I don't even know who you are. And it's no hate, it's none of that. I just think that I have grown because it's no in between. And at first I was trying to be cool. Like, oh yeah, we cool. We could be cordial. No. I don't want to be cool. I don't want to be friends. We're not friends. You didn't honor me in a relationship because then you would never stepped outside of the relationship. So you can't have me as a friend. You didn't honor me as a friend. As a best friend, you didn't honor me. And you was fake. You was two-faced. You didn't show up for me. So the moment I don't show up for you, oh, I'm this bad person. No. All of y'all can stay in the past at this point. And that's where I'm at with my life, where it's just like, I got to move forward. Because I don't want to turn into a pillar of salt. I done came too far. And now that I have developed this way of thinking, things have gotten better for me. I'm making more money. Business is flowing. Books is flowing. Ideas are flowing. Creativity is flowing. I'm getting more rest. I'm getting more peace. I'm living life. I'm having fun. I'm dating. I'm like, oh, I done attracted the people that I truly want and desire in my life. The people that really love me. And it's reciprocal. It's a balance. It's give and take. I can say a lot of those relationships were all about taking and act like they were giving. And it's in reality, it's like, I needed you to cheat on me, big dog. So thank you. Yes, thank you. And I don't want anyone who feel like the infidelity that happened, that it's your fault. Nope. Nope. It's their fault because they chose to make that decision. Now, you could call it what you want, but me, I know who the fuck I am and I know what the fuck I deserve. So me, I'm standing true to me. Even though it was hard to walk away, I ain't about to get on here and be like, yeah, it was easy to walk away. Nah, but then I had to think about it. The other motherfuckers that I let cheat on me and come back, how did they end? It didn't end well. So you got to teach people not to play with you by never fucking with them again. And it is what it is. So don't turn into a pillar of salt just because you decided to look back when God told you that that relationship, that friendship was about to be destructed. It's before destruction. Because guess what? You are not the exception if you stay. Everything in your life is going to be destructed as well. A lot of the times we stay with people because we feel like, oh, well, I can help them or whatever. But maybe you blocking their karma. And then you'll attract their karma because you up here blocking it and God trying to teach them a lesson. But you want to get in the way because you want to be super saver hoe. And this ain't your time. So stop looking back and look forward, because baby, you don't want to be that pillar of salt. And for anybody who got to say, well, you shouldn't cuss and say God or whatever, God made me who I am and I'm me for a reason and you are you. If you don't like it, keep moving. There are other channels for you. Okay. So thank y'all for listening to A Dose of Healing. Happy New Year. And guess what? Be you and keep it moving. Okay. Y'all have a wonderful day. If y'all need any life coaching services, writing services, or anything, hit up MRauthor Creations. We have our books available as well. Y'all take care and stay blessed. All right.